Moving on to the next country, which is the Egypt. Egypt is officially the Arab Republic of Egypt, is a transcontinental country spanning the northeast corner of Africa and southwest corner of Asia via a land bridge formed by the Sinai Peninsula. Next is the physical and cultural geography of Egypt. The country of Egypt occupies land on both the African and Asian countries. It has a total land mass of 1.01 million square kilometers. Some of its borders with other countries, it's naturally bordered by the Mediterranean Sea to the north and Red Sea to the east. The average elevation of Egypt is 321 meters above sea level. And lastly, Egypt has four distinct geographic regions known as the Sinai Peninsula, the Western Desert, the Eastern Desert, and the Nile Valley. It is also divided into two sections, Upper Egypt in the south and the Lower Egypt in the north. Moving on to the capital of Egypt, which is the Cairo. It is the capital and largest city of Egypt. The city became known as the City of 1,000 Minarets due to the numerous mosques, castles, and churches located within it, along with the world's second oldest institution of higher learning, Al-Azhar University, and the home of the headquarters of the Arab League. The two popular states of Egypt. One is the Luxor. It's the most well-known recognized city in Upper Southern Egypt, known famously for its oldest and most ancient Egyptian sites, originally called Thebes in ancient Egypt, often known also as the world's greatest open-air museum, the ancient city. The second popular state of Egypt is Aswan. It's a Nubian city in the south of Egypt, located on the east bank of the Nile River, connected to Cairo with train stations, railways, and domestic flights. Aswan is known as the Land of Gold. It's a city of open-air marketplaces, felucca cruises, and tranquil views. The most visited places in Egypt. One is the Great Pyramid of Giza. Is the biggest Egyptian pyramid and the tomb of 4th dynasty Pharaoh Khufu. It's the oldest and last remaining of the original 7 world wonders. The pyramid originally stood about 482 feet, which is equivalent to 147 meters high, with 4 equal sides, each measuring about 755 feet, equivalent to 230 meters. The second most visited places in Egypt is the Karnak Temple. Karnak is an Arabic word that means fortified village. The Karnak Temple complex, commonly known as Karnak, was believed to be spot where creation began, located in the ancient city of Thebes, Luxor, today in Egypt. It was a place for the ancient Egyptians to worship their gods, and it is over 2,000 years old. When it comes to the least visited places in Egypt, one is Siwa Oasis, located just 50 kilometers from the Libyan border. It's formed for being the ancient home of the Egyptian god Ammon. All local Berbers speak Siwi as their mother tongue, and most of them added Arabic as their second language decades ago. And it is one of the most isolated desert oases in Egypt. Another least visited places in Egypt is the Marsa Alam. It's one of the Egypt's fastest growing resort towns where tourists have not yet made too much of an impact on the local culture. It is an old and small town wherein it is located on the banks of the Red Sea. And one interesting fact about Egypt, did you know that Egyptians invented the year calendar?